When I think about retail from a sustainability standpoint, I think about stuff and just how much stuff people have. And when I start to think about holiday shopping, one of my main goals is to avoid stuff wherever I can, because nobody needs another cardigan or pair of socks to just stick in a drawer. So I really try to think about what a person would really love getting and about experiences instead of stuff, one more item that's going to go in the basement.
The whole issue of waste, particularly around the holiday shopping period, is a very big one. It's my understanding that for many municipalities that disposing of waste and sending things to a landfill is typically a municipality's second highest expense after public education.
Stuff relates to sustainability in the sense of where stuff comes from and how much stuff we have and who has what stuff. So the consumption of resources, the overconsumption of resources, and the transportation of all this stuff all around and how much it accumulates, and if someone really needs something or not, and who has access to what stuff. When I think about retail shopping and sustainability, I try to think about where things come from, what materials they're made from, how wasteful or not wasteful that process was, who makes that stuff, and if they get fair living wages, and am I supporting my local economy in an environmentally sustainable way.
As far as the impact of the holiday shopping season, it certainly is very important for businesses that are retailers and sell to the public, and certainly we understand this time of year people are going to buy things for friends and loved ones, and that's all well and good. I'd say there are three things that the Green Alliance wants people to consider when they're going to be doing their holiday shopping. Number one is, who are you buying from? What business? Do they operate responsibly? Are they committed to their community? Number two, with the products or even services you're getting, with products, how are those services made? What materials are they made from? Were they able to be made through any type of recycled material or locally sourced materials and things of that nature, because that's really going to cut down on the carbon footprint of those products as well as potentially create local jobs. And number three is the whole issue of buying something new for a friend or family member versus buying something used or pre-owned, because anything that you can get used or pre-owned, whether it's through the internet or through businesses that specialize in that, has a much, much lower impact on the environment than buying something brand new, and it also serves to keep unwanted refuse out of our landfills.
Externalized costs, very, very simply, are costs that are felt elsewhere and not necessarily by the person buying the product. So if you buy something that's very inexpensive at a large retailer, the cost of that you're paying out of your pocket doesn't fully take into account any environmental or human health costs that people elsewhere are paying. But the thing is, we're on the same planet. So in the end, a cost that someone else pays elsewhere really does impact you.
As far as how the green movement ties into the holiday season, it actually dovetails very well in several regards. The holiday season is all about family and friends and religious values that we incorporate into our daily lives. And certainly people get focused on holiday parties and shopping. And those are great. It brings people together, and obviously seeing relatives and friends and children open up presents when you're on Christmas morning and things like that. It really is a very special time which brings us all together. The problem is that sometimes it becomes a responsibility rather than an opportunity, that people will rush into a mall on December 23rd or 24th, buy a bunch of gifts, simply to fulfill an obligation that they deep down know someone is not going to like. When you buy a really, really ugly necktie for your uncle or something of that nature, when you put a little bit more, even if it's fewer gifts, when you put a little bit more thought into what you are getting people, when someone opens their gift up and they find that it is a product that's been manufactured responsibly, or a gift certificate to a restaurant which composts its food and offers local and organic food options and things of that nature, it's an opportunity to show that relative or friend that before I bought this gift, I really thought about this, and it means something more than just fulfilling the obligation of giving you a gift. It's creating better communities that that friend or family member is going to be able to use, and that's the type of communities that we want to really strive for and create. So whether it's the restaurants that you're going to around the holiday season, the gifts that you're buying, where you get those gifts, who manufactures them, are they keeping money in the community? There's a whole bunch of things that tie in with sustainability that you can do that actually will impress the recipient of the gift a lot more than just, I ran into the mall last night, got you some boxers, and there, my obligation is done.
I think the values of sustainability can be reflected in sustainable gift giving and shopping. Sustainability itself is all about what's worth sustaining, the values that we have for community and for the planet. And where you spend your money is a direct reflection of that. If you're buying gifts and you're just randomly picking stuff out of really big chain stores that are made overseas, made out of fossil fuels, and there's not a whole lot of thought into, well, this person really liked this gift. For me, that's unsustainable, as opposed to, I'm going to get a gift that's eco-friendly, that's made by people locally in New Hampshire and New England, and that is really tailored to the person I'm giving it to. So for instance, if I know they love to cook, I'm going to go to the Winters Farmers Markets or Seacoast Eat Local, get them a gift certificate, maybe go to the farmers market with them, get food and cook a dinner together. So it's a real bonding experience. For me, that's in part what sustainable shopping is all about, and in particular at the holidays, it makes complete sense.
As far as examples of green retailing and green shopping, one example I can give you is Earth Tech, which now has a store in downtown Portsmouth. They actually make their outerwear, such as very, very soft and very fashionable, fleece and hoodies and other clothing. They actually make it from recycled plastic bottles. So that is a great example of how someone is manufacturing their material and keeping sustainability in mind as you're doing your shopping. So you can be getting the gifts you're looking for family and friends that they will really enjoy wearing and using, but you are also doing something larger, which is you're helping to keep plastic bottles out of the landfills.
I think the average consumer, if they want to find out about sustainable shopping, there are a lot of different resources, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. It becomes a really, really good habit, like bringing your bags to the store. You just don't forget after a while. There are groups like the Green Alliance or Seacoast Eat Local or Climate Counts that all either offer up companies that offer eco-friendly local goods, or they rank companies based on their carbon footprint or their other sustainability footprint, so you can see who are the better players in terms of sustainability. And then once you start accumulating resources, you find out, oh, I can go to the farmer's market and get a gift certificate for someone. Or I can go to the town of Dover and get a gift certificate that someone could use for a local restaurant. Or I actually don't have to buy a thing for someone. I could get them a museum pass or theater tickets or a massage gift certificate. So when you start to do that kind of sustainable shopping, you build your own set of resources to fall back on.
As far as the whole issue of holiday shopping, we want to encourage people to use the Green Alliance as a resource for researching vendors and also potentially getting themselves discounts at green businesses around the area. And certainly the Green Alliance itself, buying someone a membership to the Green Alliance also makes a terrific holiday gift, because you're now bringing a family or friend into the Green Alliance community where they can interact with green business owners. They're helping to create the kind of communities we want for ourselves and our children, and also the type of networking and relationship building among other community members that is critical as far as finding friends, helping to get job leads, and just a number of other things that you can create lasting friendships and relationships through the Green Alliance. So come for potentially the financial benefits and the information that we offer, but stay as part of the community for the human and emotional aspects of it.